Hello, welcome to Monday. The band is back together. We are pumped. I'm Laura Schweizer.
And I'm Stephanie Langston, ready to jump back in on the fun. Today we've got music, adrenaline, and giving back. But first, a man with skills and some artwork that you might recognize.
Oh yeah, from walls at restaurants and museums, even on clothing, local artist Troy Duff is known for his authentic text graffiti style with eye-popping color palettes. And you can catch him in action again this weekend.
That's right. Troy is on a mission with a spray can in hand. Welcome in, friend.
Yes, thank you. Thanks for having me.
I mean, look at this beautiful set, you guys.
Stunning. Yes.
Try to do a little something, you know?
Yes. Well, Troy, you were doing this before graffiti was so widely accepted. And I know you're a Nashville local, which I love.
I am.
Fill us in a little bit of your backstory.
Well, born and raised in 12 South, where I started doing graffiti in high school, and I've been doing it ever since. I left after high school and moved to the West Coast, and that's pretty much where my graffiti art started to take off, just because it's more normal way of life out there and on a bigger scale. So, yeah, that's when I really dived into it.
But since then, I mean, you have had, and you just dropped off a piece at Pinnacle, the new amphitheater, which is so exciting. You also have work in the National Museum of African American Music, Hillsborough High School.
Yes.
What are you most proud of?
I would probably say that having a forever exhibit at the museum is probably my most proud moment. It's pretty cool. I have 5 permanent pieces in the hip hop gallery. So being a kid that was really defined in the 80s of the hip hop movement and being a graffiti artist now, that is something that just kind of touches my soul. And so I'm really proud of that.
I think it's great that you're able to do this for a living now. I know for the last 10 years, actually this is going to be your 11th at the Tomato Art Festival, you've been doing these really cool murals. We're seeing some video of it now. I love the Pac-Man one that you did one year. All of them are great. Can you tell us what we can expect this year?
Well, okay, so it's definitely going to be tomato-based, obviously. I'll give you a little snippet.
Okay.
Think Andy Warhol.
Ooh.
I don't want to give away too much, but think Andy Warhol. I mean, Pac-Man is definitely in my top 3, and I think this year is going to be in my top 3 favorites as well.
You said it's a tough one, though.
It's a tough one. It's really tough.
So how exactly does this come together? Because we got to see the sketch beforehand, but I mean, I would imagine that it takes several hours before you even get out there to East Nashville.
It does. It takes a lot of planning, and I'm talking to my assistants, you know, for the past couple of weeks, and we're getting our game plan together. But more than anything, it's the weather. Like, I have to have a plan A, B, and C, depending on what the weather is going to do. So, knock on some wood. I hope that the rain just stays away so that we can make this year's design come to life, because I think people are going to appreciate it. But yeah, it's I get 3 hours to get this done. And, you know, it's a stressful 3 hours in the middle of the street. You know, bars are letting out and people are driving everywhere. One year, people drove right through my barricade.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so it gets a little sketchy. You know, you're trying to concentrate on your design and you're trying to look out for cars that, you know, so.
Unreal. I just think it's fascinating that you actually create the design, and he did give us a little peek, as Laura mentioned, and he said, I think it's going to be really tough. Why would you give yourself such a tough assignment?
I just feel like, you know, from the very first year when I was asked to do it by the East Nashville Chamber of Commerce, they asked me to paint a tomato. So I was like, okay, I just painted a tomato. And then when I was done with it, I was like, it doesn't have enough Troy in it. So I just added some drips and gave it a little Duff funk. But every year after that, I have to challenge myself a little more and put a little bit more detail into it. And so each design just gets a little bit more and more complicated. And that's why I have a couple of assistants now, because I can't really pull it off by myself in 3 hours.
Hey, it always takes a village, but look at this artwork behind us. It's actually so stunning. We came into the studio and we're like, what is this? It is so beautiful. I mean, you've taken your art, I saw that you did something on a vintage Chanel skirt.
I did.
You did these like Dior shoes, you spray painted them. So how do people commission your work?
So most people find me through social media, if not already in my database, and say, just because I customize a lot of things and they know that, they'll say, hey man, I got this really cool interior door, or I have a pair of favorite shoes or a jacket or whatever. And when I was in Los Angeles, that's where my clothing line started. And it was just based upon doing just couture things on different pieces of clothing. So, you know, I'm definitely doing more canvas pieces and wall applications these days. But for the people that know me and know what I do, they're like, hey, man, I got some boots. Let's do this. You know, let's go.
Yes.
So the Chanel, the vintage Chanel skirt and the Dior shoes, my friend Melody, she knows me well, and she's like, I got some pieces for you. Let's make this happen.
So cool.
Yeah.
And I saw there's quite a few celebrities that own your pieces as well out there.
Yeah.
So you don't want to name drop?
I won't name drop. I mean, it's cool. I don't take it for granted. I love doing what I do. And, you know, one of the other projects I did with Keith Urban a few years ago was a really cool project for Pandora Media. And it was really cool just connecting with him and talking with him about his process of writing up to recording and how it relates to, you know, whether it's sketching a piece to when I go up and put it on a wall, you know. Yeah, it was really cool.
Do you have any advice for other young artists out there who see you on this big platform now, who say, I want to be like him?
I do. I would say just keep doing what you do. It doesn't matter what your medium is. It doesn't have to be graffiti. It doesn't have to be spray paint. Just whatever you do, keep putting it out there. Social media is a great platform so that everybody can see. I mean, things go viral, and that's how people become just next level with things sometimes. So, you know what? Practice makes perfect. Keep doing it. Go for yours. You
Yes.
know?
One last question real quick. I know as a Nashville native, you said you had to move to California to really do the art. And I think that's evolved a lot over the years. How is the landscape here now?
I mean, the landscape is much better than it was when I was, you know, born and raised here. A lot of people are moving here, and graffiti is looked at in a different eye these days. It's not so negative based. I mean, sometimes people hear that and it still has that negative connotation. They just think of vandalism, but it's not. And you know, people are using them in corporate headquarters to merch to everything. So yeah, it's really cool. You don't have to be so shy to say, I'm a graffiti artist, you know?
Yeah, congratulations.
Never. It's artwork. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. All right, everyone. See Troy in action this weekend at the Tomato Arts Festival, and check out more of his work online at troydufffart.com.